Hi, you can worry yourself to death, or you can worry yourself back to life. That's a lot better. My name's Doug Dane, and listen, too many people struggle in their life because they've got a mistaken identity. Life can be simple. If you don't feel confident to succeed, your mistaken identity is probably causing you problems. My book explains your mistaken identity and why you make the mistakes that you do. And so here's a daily tip so you can live better. And make no mistake, you deserve better. I was talking to somebody the other day about they were worried, and if you worry the right way, it actually can be quite effective. Now, listen, the way you were taught to worry causes you fear and anxiety. Generally, when people are worrying, they're worrying about the future. They're worrying what people think. They're worrying about whether they are going to be able to pay their bills, whether they're going to earn enough money. They're worried about how people are going to react. That's the wrong way to worry, because when we worry that way, we make a lot of stuff up in our head, and we create a lot of drama and a bunch of assumptions. We make a lot of shit up. And so I was talking to somebody the other day about how they were worrying, and they were expressing their fears, doubts, and worries to me. I said, actually, this is really good worrying, because you're worrying yourself out of worry, meaning you'll end your worries by worrying the way that you're worrying. And so by expressing your fears, doubts, and worries, getting them out of you, rather than holding them in, which is suppressing them, then you're able to be a lot more honest and objective, just like a trusted listener would be. So when I'm working with people, if I'm mentoring them and coaching them, or just talking to people, I'm a real earnest investigator, I say. I'm a real earnest listener, and I'm a trusted listener, because I really want to listen to what's going on and find out, get to the facts, get to what's really actually going on. And so through people's worries, they tend to distort a lot of things. So that leads to a couple chapters in my book, Mistaken Identity. Is that really true? And the elephant in the room. And so when you worry, especially if you keep it inside, it stirs up emotions. And your emotions hijack your thinking, and you create a lot of drama. You make a lot of stuff up in your head. But if you express your worries, and you're objective about what you're saying, and the best way to listen to yourself is not to talk to yourself inside. It's best to get a pen out and write it out on the outside onto a sheet of paper, or talk to a trusted listener, and get those fears, doubts, and worries out of you, so somebody can give you an objective point of view. If you're by yourself, put it in writing. If you're talking to somebody else, then they'll listen to you and feed it back to you. And so when you express your worries the right way, you can ask yourself, is that really true? And so we create these things, and we say these things, we stir up these emotions, and they're not really true. Like, oh my God, this is going to happen. Is that really true? They're probably going to do this. Is that really true? This might happen. Is that really true? We need to ask ourselves, is that really true? And if you don't do that, then the elephant takes over. And so the chapter, The Elephant in the Room, is about your emotions are like an elephant. And so if you stir up these emotions and you let them run wild, it's like an elephant that's untamed, and it literally can trample a village, cause all kinds of damage, really, really hurt people. But that same elephant can be tamed with a stick. You put a stick into a trained elephant's trunk, and it can walk down a busy village street, and there's people and there's food and all kinds of things, and it does not get distracted, does not run off and trample and cause all kinds of problems. And so this is the key, is that if you worry properly, you can get rid of your worries. So we need to express those fears, doubts, and worries. Ask ourselves, is this really true? Get them out of us so the elephant in the room doesn't control ourselves and our thinking and cause all kinds of damage in our life. And if you don't hold on to the worries and you release them, you free yourself from that, and then you take action, and then you get a reaction that minimizes the worries. The worries come back up again, same process, express them, ask yourself, is that really true? Don't hold them in. The worries are lessened, you take action, you get a reaction, and they're lessened even further. So through a repetitious process, you can actually worry yourself out of worrying. Listen, if you haven't got my book yet, get it now. It's a 30-day system for discovering your mistaken identity, unlocking your true potential, and getting unstuck fast. Click the link at the bottom of the email you got or go to DougDane.com. Thank you.